Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of Criminal Justice, Introduction to Criminal Law, Criminal Justice 2113. Just a few short announcements. First of all, your proctor information. I got several emails from you, several people saying that they couldn't access their proctor links. It's very important. You have to register with proctor or they won't allow you to take the exam. I suggest if you have not, if you had problems with your proctor links, to email Lisa Restivo at laisw@cameron.edu, or to call Maria at the Distance Learning Office, 580-581-2610, and get your proctor information in. You don't want to wait to the last minute. I mean, we'll get you in, but you don't want to wait till the last minute and then have to delay taking a test. Okay, another issue came up. Some students asked about textbooks. Again, textbooks are required for the class. It's an online class. We do reading tests. You do open book tests. But again, if you are strapped for cash, you could use the 7th edition. You can pick one up used. You can use the Cengage.com website. You can pick up a used edition of the 8th edition. You can rent the 8th edition. But if you don't have a textbook, I encourage you to buy one as soon as possible. The library, again, has some on reserve. But again, it doesn't take much. The Cengage, you can rent one from there, you can rent one from other places, or you can pick up a used copy for pennies. They're a worthwhile investment, so I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, next, again, your Unit 2, it is Wednesday evening, so Unit 2 starts tomorrow, Thursday. It runs a little longer, it runs through Saturday, and that would be Saturday, March 25th, so I'll start grading on Sundays. Otherwise, I'll be grading tomorrow night. I put down the due date for your quizzes is tomorrow. They're still open. They'll be open tomorrow. Before I close those quizzes, I want to see, well, I'll probably leave them open until at least till I grade. I want to see how many people are answering those. Like I said, the due date should be tomorrow, but I don't want to see how fast people are moving before we get that set up. Definitely, well, I'll tell you what, we had to change the syllabus. I might leave the quizzes open. Unless you got any objections, you can let me know. I think I'll leave the quizzes open until the first week of the final exam, and then I'll release the answers, because then you can use them to study by. That way we get better participation with the quizzes. So I won't release the answers tomorrow for the quizzes. I will grade the discussion boards, though, and the enforcement, of course, the late penalty will be on the discussion boards. Your Unit 2 assignments, your quiz is already posted. I posted the discussion board. Your Unit 2 assignments can be found under the assignments key. And you look up under there's assignments folder. You click on, you just see Unit 2. It just directs you to your quiz and your discussion board. Those are your only 2 assignments for really the next 10 days, so you get a chance to catch your breath over here. The only thing we're going to test on for Unit 2 is Chapter 3. Your textbook of Chapter 3 is a very important chapter. It's about constitutional law. And again, you have a unique discussion board. We'll take you into some of the oral arguments of the Supreme Court. You want to look at those. Those are typical appellate cases. Appellate case, again, no evidence is argued. Both attorneys have about a half hour to 45 minutes. I think to argue their case, I think the Supreme Court gives them an hour. And you can listen to those arguments on the website that I directed to you, always.com. But there's a 16-minute summary that I want you to listen to. So go ahead and listen to the oral arguments, parts of them. If you want, you can listen to the whole thing, and it's very interesting. They're actually recorded as the attorneys argue before the Supreme Court. But again, that's any appellate court, any appellate arguments. Mostly is done by briefs, and then the attorneys will get up before the court and argue a short period, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever they get. So that you have some questions, and you can look at the case Lawrence versus Texas. I've got the directions on how to access that from your discussion board. That's all I have for right now. Enjoy distance learning, enjoy week 2, and again, look for another announcement. Will be the next one to be next Saturday night. So have a good time with Unit 2.